Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about MBTI, which stands for Myers Briggs Type Indicator. This is a psychological test that determines your personality type based on 4 different categories. These categories are introversion versus extroversion, intuition versus sensing, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. Now, each category has 2 options, and you'll be assigned one depending on where you fall on that spectrum. For example, if you prefer to spend your time with a small group of friends rather than going out with a large group of people, then you'll most likely be an introvert. If you prefer to focus on details and facts rather than big-picture ideas, then you'll most likely be a sensor. If you prefer to make decisions based on logic rather than emotions, then you'll most likely be a thinker. And if you prefer to have a plan and make decisions quickly, then you'll most likely be a judger. These 4 letters combine to form a 4-letter code that represents your personality type. For example, if you were an introvert, sensor, thinker, and judger, then your personality type would be ISFJ. There are 16 different personality types, and understanding yours can give you insight into how you interact with the world around you. So let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of each personality type. The first type is the ENTP, also known as the debater. They are confident, independent, and enjoy challenges. However, they can be argumentative, stubborn, and overly critical. The next type is ESTP, also known as the entrepreneur. They are action-oriented, practical, and love new experiences. However, they can be impatient, easily bored, and take unnecessary risks. The next type is ISTP, also known as the engineer. They are curious, analytical, and value their freedom. However, they can be detached, insensitive, and disregard rules. The next type is ISFP, also known as the artist. They are creative, imaginative, and have a strong sense of aesthetics. However, they can be irresponsible, unreliable, and avoid conflict. If you want to learn more about the other personality types, then I highly recommend taking the official MBTI assessment. It's a great way to learn more about yourself and can help you become a better version of yourself. So, what is your personality type? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I did an MBTI test, and it turns out that I'm ENFP, which stands for Extroverted Intuitive Feeling and Perception. Apparently, only 1% of the population are ENFPs. So I guess that makes me rare like an alpaca or a panda. If you also want to know what your personality type is, then watch this video and find out. So the first letter stands for E, which stands for extroverted. And apparently extroverts have a dominant function called extroversion, which basically means that they gain energy from social interaction. So I asked my friends if they thought that I was an extrovert, and they all said yes. But some of them also said that I could be really quiet at times. Yeah, I guess I can be a bit introverted sometimes. I just love being alone with my thoughts and my hobbies. But yeah, I do get energy from social interaction. The second letter stands for N, which stands for intuitive. Apparently that means that I focus more on the big picture rather than the details. I definitely do that. I focus more on the big picture. I'm more interested in possibilities and abstract concepts and less interested in facts and details. The third letter stands for F, which stands for feeling. So apparently I make decisions based on my emotions and the emotions of others. I do care a lot about other people's emotions, and I'm very empathetic. I guess that means that I'm a true friend because that's what friends are supposed to do, right? Be there for their friends and make them feel supported. And the last P stands for perception. Apparently that means that I'm open-minded and that I can easily go with the flow and adapt to new situations. I do think that I'm pretty open-minded. I don't have a problem with new situations. I just love meeting new people and trying new things. So yeah, that's me in 100 seconds. I'm an ENFP, the rarest personality type. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe and I'll see you next time.